Good day, grade 11 students. Welcome to our first pre-recorded video for basic calculus for the fourth quarter. So for this video, we will still be discussing differential calculus. So just to recall, we're already done with defining derivative as the slope of a tangent line. And then we also applied the rules of differentiation to find the derivatives of algebraic and transcendental functions. And then now, yung objective po natin or yung goal natin para po sa pre-recorded video na ito is to compute for higher order derivatives. Okay, so let's start with the definition of higher order derivatives. So given a differentiable function y equals f of x, so lagi kang given ng function y or ng f of x natin, its derivative dy over dx equals f prime of x is called the first derivative. Okay, so yung pangkaraniwang derivative na kinukuha po natin ng mga nakaraang linggo sa ating discussion, yun daw po ay tinatawag natin na first derivative or the first order derivative. The second derivative is defined to be the derivative of the first derivative and is written as f double prime of x. Okay, so eto, f prime of x. So kapag meron na tayong dalawa na apostrophe after nung ating f, so we call that f double prime of x. So ibig sabihin na that's the second derivative. Or meron tayong d squared y over dx squared. Okay, para po yun sa dy over dx. Then the third derivative or third order derivative is the derivative of the second derivative and written as f triple prime of x or d cube y over dx cube. Okay, so sunod-sunod lang po. And in general, the nth order derivative or the nth derivative is defined as the derivative of the n minus 1 derivative. Okay, so sana na-gets po natin yon. So, ang ibig sabihin lang po ng higher order derivatives, ito yung pagkuha po natin ng derivative after ng ating first derivative or yung pangkaraniwang derivative na kinukuha na natin from last time. Okay, so kapag daw po pinakuha sa atin yung derivative ng ating first derivative, we call that the second derivative. If we get the derivative of the second derivative, we call that the third derivative. If we get the derivative of the third derivative, we call it the fourth derivative, and so on and so forth. Okay, so lahat po ng derivatives na iyon, yung nagsimula sa second derivative, up to kung ano man po, or nth derivative natin, ito po yung mga tinatawag natin na higher order derivative. So sa madaling salita, kukuhanan mo lang ng kukuhanan ng derivative yung nakuha na po natin na derivative. Okay? So, para po mas maintindihan po natin yung ibig sabihin ng higher order derivatives, ito po yung ilan sa ating mga examples, okay? So, for example number 1, you're asked to find the second order derivative or the second derivative of y equals 6x raised to 5 minus x cubed. Okay, so katulad nung sinabi natin kanina sa definition, if you're asked to get the second derivative or second order derivative, just have to get the derivative of the first derivative. And yung first derivative, yun po yung pangkaraniwang derivative na kinukuha natin. Okay, so gawin po natin to. So, ito naman po ay pangkaraniwang algebraic function lang. So, using the power rule. So, we can use y prime, diba? Or dy over dx, pwede rin po yon para po sa ating first derivative. So, using the power rule, magkakaroon lang ako ng 30x raised to 4 minus, power rule ulit, we have 3x squared. Okay, so yung nakuha po natin na y prime or dy over dx, this is the first derivative of your y. Okay, so ang tinatanong po sa atin is the second derivative, so kailangan ko po syempre kuhanin yung derivative nung aking first derivative. So from this one, so magkakaroon uli ako or gagamit uli ako ng power rule. So I have 30 times 4, that's 120. and then x raised to 3 kasi minus 1 ulit. Minus, para naman po dito sa ating second function or second term, meron akong 3 times 2, that's 6, and then x, and then subtract ulit tayo ng 1 sa ating exponent. So, pwede nang hindi ko na isulat. Okay? So, after that, makukuha ko na yung aking second order derivative or y double prime. Okay? Any question po or clarifications, pwede nyo pong i-message po sa akin. Let's move on with our second example. So this time, you're given f of x equals 2 over x plus 3, and then you're asked to find f triple prime of x or the third order derivative. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo po, hindi po natin makukuha yung mga kasunod na derivative kapag hindi pa po natin alam yung mga naunang derivative niya. Okay, so syempre, para makuha ko yung f triple prime of x or the third derivative, kailangan ko munang kunin yung first derivative and second derivative. Okay, so let's start. So the first derivative, f prime of x. Para po mas madali nating magawa yung pagkuha ng derivative na ito, yung ating given f of x equals 2 over x plus 3, gagawin ko na lang siyang 2 times x plus 3 raised to negative 1. Okay? Para po power rule na lang yung gagamitin ko. Now, if you want to use yung ating product rule, kasi ito po ay rational function, pwede nyo naman pong gawin iyon. Okay? Make sure lang na masisimplify nyo siya kasi kailangan nakasimplify po yung ating final answer. So, I suggest, mas madaling gawin po natin na negative exponent na lang yung x plus 3. Okay? So, kapag kinuha natin yung first derivative of this given, magkakaroon lang ako ng 2 times negative 1 using power rule. Okay? So, I have negative 2, and then x plus 3, and then negative 1 minus 1, so magkakaroon lang ako ng negative 2. Okay, so actually, dapat gagamitin natin ito ng power rule. I-multiply natin ito dun sa derivative ng ating function sa loob ng parentheses. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, ang ating function lang is x plus 3, and if you get the derivative of that, equal lang naman po siya sa 1, so okay lang na hindi ko na isulat. Okay, at ito pong given na ito, okay lang na hindi na muna natin i-simplify, dapat lang doon na tayo sa third order derivative mag-simplify. Okay? Punta na tayo sa ating second order derivative or f double prime of x. So, eto na po yung gagamitin ko ulit. Using the power rule, magkakaroon ako ng positive 4, and then x plus 3, and then negative 2 minus 1. So, magkakaroon ako ng negative 3. Okay? So, again, using the chain rule, the derivative of x plus 3 is just 1, so okay lang na hindi ko na isulat. Okay? And then lastly, meron po akong f triple prime of x. Ito yung pinakukuha sa atin. So get the derivative of the second derivative using the power rule. Magkakaroon ako ng negative 12, and then x plus 3, and then subtract ng 1 ulit sa exponent, so magkakaroon ako ng negative 4. Okay? Since eto na po yung pinapahanap sa atin, dito na po ako titigil at isi-simplify ko na lang siya para sa ating final answer. So, para po sa pagsisimplify nito, eto lang pong ating negative exponent ay ilagay natin sa ating denominator para po siya ay maging positive. So, magkakaroon ako ng negative 12 over x plus 3 raised to positive 4. And this will be the value of our third derivative or f triple prime of x. Okay? So, ang sinasabi ko kanina na pagsisimplify, kapag gumamit kasi kayo ng ating quotient rule, 'di ba? Meron pa yung numerator and denominator, 'di ba? So kapag may numerator and denominator ka uli sa kasunod, magko-quotient rule ka uli, tapos numerator and denominator uli. So again, another quotient rule. So kailangan talaga naka-simplify po yung mga terms natin para mas madaling kuhanan ng derivative. That is kapag quotient rule po ang ating ginamit. Okay? Any other questions or clarifications, you can just send me a private message. At para po sa ating last example, so consider f of x equals e raised to 2x minus 5. You are asked to get the fourth derivative of f of x. Okay, so wala po kasi tayong tawag na katulad ng triple prime, diba, double prime. So, fourth derivative po ang ibig sabihin lang nito. Okay? So, syempre, kailangan natin kuhanin yung first, second, and third derivative para po makuha natin yung ating fourth order derivative. So, gawin po natin. This is a natural exponential function. So, recall po natin from differentiation rules ng transcendental functions. Ang derivative lang po ng ating natural logarithm, natural exponential function is that we have to copy it and then multiply natin siya by chain rule doon sa derivative ng ating exponent. So we have times 2. Okay? So simplify lang po natin kasi kukuha ulit tayo ng derivative later on. So ilalagay ko lang etong 2 sa unahan. E raised to 2x minus 5. Okay? That's the first derivative. Pero hindi naman yun ang hinahanap. So, let's move on. So, eto na yung kuhanan natin ng derivative. So, we have 2e raised to 2x minus 5. This is just a numerical coefficient. So, kokopyahin ko lang siya. And then copy yung ating uling given na natural exponential. And then again, multiply natin sa derivative ng ating exponent, which is 2. Okay, so again, simplify natin bago tayo mag-move on sa ating next derivative. Okay, and then punta tayo sa ating third order derivative. So, eto na naman po ang kukuhanan natin ng derivative. So, copy the numerical coefficient, copy the natural exponential function, and multiply it to the derivative of your exponent. So, we have 2. And again, para mas madali po, simplify natin siya. So, magkakaroon ako ng 8e raised to 2x minus 5. Okay? At ito pong 8e raised to 2x minus 5, siya po ang kukuhanan natin ng fourth derivative natin. Okay? So, copy the numerical coefficient and then copy the natural exponential function and multiply to the derivative of your exponent para sa chain rule. So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng 16e raised to 2x minus 5. That will be the value of our fourth order derivative for this given. Okay? So, sana po ay naging mas malinaw po sa atin kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng higher order derivatives using yung mga examples natin. Okay, so para po sa ating assessment for today's video, so I want you to participate in our discussion board about higher order derivatives. Okay, so magpo-post po ako ng isang question at yung question na iyon ay good for all of you na po. Okay, sa isang section. Okay, so ipopost ko po siya later. And then, pwede po kayong magsagot dun sa ating comment section until Friday po ng April 8, 11:59 p.m. Okay? So, ito po ay magbibigay lang naman ako ng isang function and then you have to get the higher order derivatives. Okay? So, syempre, yung una pong magpo-post, okay, yung una magko-comment, you have to get the first order derivative. Tapos yung kasunod na magpo-post, dapat ang kukunin niya is the second order derivative. Tapos yung kasunod, yung third order derivative, and so on and so forth. So kung kayo po ay 40 sa klase, yung kahuli-hulihang magko-comment. Kung magko-comment man or mabubuo natin yung 40, ang kukuhanin niya is the 40th order derivative of the given function. Okay? So, sinasuggest ko lang po na wag na nating i-simplify yung magiging answer natin. Siguro sa pagko-compute ko kasi, dun sa first 5 or first 4, pwede nating i-simplify. Pero yung sa mga sumusunod, wag na po nating i-simplify yung ating answer. Okay? So, sana po makapag-participate ang lahat hanggang Friday pa naman po ng 11:59 at saka pagkuha lang naman po iyan ng derivative. So, check nyo lang kung sinong huling nag-comment tapos get the derivative kung ano man yung kinoment niya. Pero make sure na tama rin po yung kanyang kinuhang derivative. Okay? Kasi kapag mali yung second order derivative tapos kinuhanan niya siya ng third order derivative, magdedepende pa rin ako dun sa given. So, magiging mali po yung inyong answer. So, dapat tayo po ay alert dun sa ating mga magiging answers at sa answers ng ating mga classmates na mauuna po sa atin. Okay? And that ends this video. Thank you for watching. Bye!